Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to our Making Mughals playthrough in EU4 with me, your host, Luckymarine. And we are toying with the Ottomans. No, not toying with. They declared war on us, so really they started this thing off. However, they marched all their troops most of our troops into our land, and then I figured out that this wasn't going to stop them, and they ended up coming around this way and into the interior. Spotted it early, and we started to build a fort here. And in 2 years into the conflict, this fort was built, which essentially trapped all of the Ottoman, the majority of the Ottoman army in my land. So we've had relative free reign to siege up some of their stuff. They've had Galicia Volhynia pop out of them whilst they've been at war with me. They do have one stack that was routed from somewhere over here, escaped past the forts. I think it was predominantly a siege stack that came back, and it was pretty much all cannons. And we ended up wiping it at some point. I think it was here. I think they ended up fleeing from Tikrit into this province here, Sharizor, and they stopped here, so we managed to wipe them out. I still don't know why. I mean, this isn't a zone of control for any of my forts. I don't know why they couldn't have routed from where they were here back into their own lands. We hadn't taken anything over here at that point. This was all free. I don't know why they couldn't have got themselves away. It's unfair to moan when things go bad for me, and the full mechanics are a bit poo, but when it also happens to the AI, I suppose you've got to at least nod your head to it. Anyway, so we're in this war. We don't really need to be in it. We've already got ticking war score from, well, the maximum ticking war score. I think my plan is going to be take out Sham. Sham, I believe, yeah, is an inland centre of trade. I think I also want access to the Mamelukes, guaranteed by Ethiopia. If nothing else, I want to cut the Ottomans off from the Mamelukes? We might take Sina, just so that we've got access as well. But yeah, anyway, on we go. Had a bit of a... This was a close fight. I threw far too few people into this fight on the fort in the mountains. And yeah, anyway, they'll be back into my land. I don't know where they're going actually. They'll flee into my land, and then they'll be back with bigger numbers probably. We have a couple of mercenaries out, just taking back the land behind them as they take it, just keeping war score down, keeping devastation down, and our siege stack should be coming down to Sham. Secretive, okay, and the Ottomans, one piece. I say no. What do we want? What do we want from this fight? Do we really want to mess up the Ottomans that much? We could stay in this for quite a while. Renewing loans, though, aren't we? We're not exactly profitable as we're doing this. Right, let's get you down here, and you as well. You can split up a little bit. I'll bring you down, and you too. We'll take all these provinces as well. Whilst we're at it, war exhaustion is a little high, unfortunate. National rest is nice though. What attracts us from Russia? Or war with the Ottomans, accept. Scasia, war with the Ottomans, accept. Come on down. Come and fight the Ottomans. Now the Ottomans are what? Yeah. They started to struggle. They were up at 90 odd thousand in terms of manpower. But now they're not. Lost what? Yeah, little single stacks here and there. That's fine. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, he's getting hammered from a few sides now. He'll be desperate to get out. And we won't let him. On the Siege of Sham, you go to Adana. Let's have you lot split down here because we know there's no one down there. Unless they suddenly decide to grow people. I was gonna say you don't really grow people, do you? But essentially you do. They pop out tiny and then you have to grow them to a suitable size. Except eyeballs. Apparently, baby's eyeballs are the same as human size eyes. It's the same with a lot of the animal kingdom. That's why tiny animals, i.e. puppies and kittens, look like they have giant eyeballs. Because they're the same size eyes, pretty much, as their human. Human? No, as the adult counterpart. Because it takes a lot of effort to grow eyeballs bigger. Well, a lot of effort from the body. I don't know. I don't know. I remember reading something about it once. Alright. Yeah, he's actually might be marching into Russian land. I reckon he's off to Russia. That's going to be pretty cool. Although let's still keep an eye on him though. Yeah, he might be coming back. To that end we have sorted that out. So you head away, you lot head away as well. And you. I don't want to get surprised here, but this should be enough for this area. The rest of them can get away and defend this fort. Also, you're on this fort, which means that we can leave these provinces. We'll cover off on Sivas. Just so that we're the one on the fort. Now that other people have joined, I think now's a really good idea to, now's a really good opportunity to cut the Ottomans down to size. In fact, we could probably turn a couple of these forts off now. There's just no threat from there. Take another loan. Yeah. I will want to be the one that gets out of this war first. I will want to be the person that takes all of his money. He'll have a decent amount. That'll pay off a loan, maybe. Where have you gone? He's off into occupied Denmark. You allied with Denmark? Defender against Russia, the Russian purge of Danish heresy. Are you allied with the Ottomans? Yep. How weird. No siege done. Siege stack. You continue. Let's pull you away. Celebrate it for 3 days and invite everyone. We really can't afford that. I don't care about people's opinion of us. We're getting the 5 party for nothing. I'm not spending money. Ottoman's font just changed. Something happened over here. Something happened over here. Did Silesia pop out? What relations do you have with the Ottomans? If someone pops out of you, you have a truce with them for quite a while. So it's an easy way of figuring out. Yep, see, Galizia Volhynia popped out of the Ottomans a while ago. And so they have that truce. Their font changed. They lost land up here. They might have lost it back to Hungary. It might have been Hungarian separatists. Nope, still Hungarian separatists. Weird. Wonder why their font changed then. Take the last province back. Can have this devastation ticking down. Wow, where did you come from? Clever go. So they marched their armies all the way around here to attack us. Let's see what they'd be happy with. Well, not happy, but see what they would take. We wanted semi-dominance, I think it was, in the Aleppo node, didn't we? So we need Haleb and Sham. Want to add war reps maybe? Maybe, how far are we away? Not far. I'd like war reps from the Ottomans. Yep, we're staying this until we can get war reps from the Ottomans. In the meantime, let's bring all of these guys back. We know where they are, we know where the threat is. And when our siege stack has got himself back together, we'll come back and hit Sivas. How are we in terms of piety? Yeah, we need the piety. Okay, let's get you back up here. So we know where they are. How many more are you going to need? 7. We'll just split 2 infantry. From there, chuck him on. Can I put somebody in charge that will allow us to see through that a little bit quicker? No. How about from the nobles? No. How about us? Do I have an heir yet? Well, but it's 5 years old. Is it worth? It's not worth it. Good, good. Let's continue you. Let's not. 60 odd months is far too long. And here comes strolling down the Russians. And we can take you. How close are we for? No. Nope, take this now. Looks like we're in this war for a little bit longer then, until our admin points come back. Where can I put you? Nowhere. Alright, let's get you away. Any more mercenaries knocking about? We don't need them, there's no point in having them. We're pretty much sieging with full cannon stacks. I don't think there's any people in here. Oh, there is. There's a few. Sure I can get you away, can I? Not just yet. Another takeaway we might be able to. There we go. There we go. So the only ones that are taking attrition are cannons and a couple of mercs. War exhaustion is high and getting higher. Why? Attrition? Yep. Truth of the man has ended. Who are you? Predominantly cannons. Well, you stop there and you stop there. Yeah, the Russians are starting to pile down here now. Who's this? Occupied by the Levant. Who are you at war with? Now, I wanted us and the Russians to team up against the Ottomans. I mean, it's happened in a roundabout way, but although it would probably be prudent to get out of this war now, I think that having the one moment where us and Russia are fighting the Ottomans at the same time, I don't think we're going to get an opportunity like this, an organised opportunity like this, in a while. So we'll continue on. Should be concentrating on India. Should be eating the rest of Bananas. Should have at least a cooldown timer. Can't allow this to fall out. It's in the mountains or hills. Hills. Can we put someone in the seats? We've already got a disciplined guy in the seat. Won it by virtue of just throwing more men in. Let's have you across, let's have all you across, and enough to effect a siege. The rest drop out, and yep. Excellent. One base tax, losing guild, tax or production in Kumis. I'll do. Keep the nobility happy. You're our siege stack. Away to Ankara we go, followed by half of you. That one's back. Bonjour. Split. And split. And split. Alright, now's the time to get out. We'll leave Russia with this. So they'll take that. About some more money. A little bit more money. We'll go for annual treaties with whom? Alliance with Switzerland, really? Military access through Hungary. Releasing of nations. Cara? Nope. Montenegro? Nope. Turning cores? Nope. I think we've taken pretty much the maximum that we can. Yeah, I did want access to Mamluks, but I think war reps was going to be better for us. Let's clear all this. Let's go for the maximum in terms of war score. That'll be maximum in terms of war score. It leaves out forts, but it puts forts within pockets, one to pocket. It also, I don't know. The next fight that we have with the Ottomans, we want to be the aggressor. If we're the aggressor, we can take out mothball forts. 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can jump on 5 within minutes of the war kicking off. They'll release Montenegro 4%. I think that'll do. That'll do. And all the money. Before this fight happens, I don't want to be continually losing men to the Ottomans. We need our manpower at other places. So, overall they lost 250,000 men, 150,000 purely to attrition, which is beautiful to see. They only lost barely 100,000 to actual combat. I think some of these will be 34,000 worth is Ethiopians. So here, yeah, they're comparable in terms of combat. We got caught out a few times. No, that's not bad. Considering we got declared war upon, we weren't exactly prepared for it. Again, it just shows you the power of the Mamluks. Even when you're not prepared, you can kick faces in. And let's head down towards Bermanis. We still have claims. We do need our war exhaustion to come down though, and we do require some of these loans to be paid off. Bring our maintenance down, turn all our forts off for the time being. This fort did well for us. Held the Ottomans. We upgraded El Karak because that was a war goal. I could grab some ideas. Nope. Not just yet. Also, let's kick you. Don't need to spend money on you. Unrest guy, do we need you? Yep, purely because of our war exhaustion and a little bit because of our overextension. Rebel factions, yeah, they're fine. They're fine. So our total loans, 4,900. Pay you as well. Need to drive this amount of interest down. Grab some more cores. Military access. Hungary, why do you need access through us? No. Again, you don't need access through us. Why are you at war with Bermanis? Defender against Bermanis. Which means you've thrown all your forts up, haven't you? Bold. Although it does also mean that their armies are concentrated in the south. That should be an easy fight for us. So we're down to just 4 loans. Just, he says. Losing claims on provinces. Yep. I'd like this war exhaustion to come down. I'm not going to tick it down myself. I'd like it to come down, but I'm not exactly desperate. No, we are. In a way, we are. Let's move you further down. Get rid of you now. We'll probably end up buying a couple before the next war. I'm not going to keep those mercenaries around because of the events that you get whilst you have mercenaries raised. Should be able to sit on a coastal province without any attrition. We give Russians access to our lands. Ottomans, who are you at war with now? Just Russia, really. It looks like Russia's concentrating a goodly amount of men on the Ottomans. Merchant guilds, nope. Grand generalship, 20 influence, go for that. What do we get? He's got siege, I suppose. We'll grab these girls. We'll get them started anyway. War exhaustion is currently coming down. Not by a massive amount though. That will gain the money. And we'll also grab blockade impact on siege, even though we don't have any ships. And what tech can we get? You're on tech 12, we're on tech 14. We're not going to need that tech in order to fight you. I would rather wait until colonialism. We now have, I think, a couple of provinces where we have colonialism almost present. Okay, we have one province where colonialism is almost present. Nearby friendly province has colonialism. Nearby friendly province. So are you counting Circassia? No, they're not nearby friendly province. Who are you counting? You do have. Oh. Great Horde has colonialism. So in these two provinces we're getting a big jump to our spread in colonialism because of nearby friendly province. So it encompasses sea tiles as well. Well, I mean, I kind of knew that it did. It is in the back of my head, but still. I would like to keep... Do we? Or do we just eat them? Ladwa, Silesia, Flanders, Savoy, Britain. Nobody who would hear you scream in time. Chagatai, tributary state of Ming. Now the one good thing with Orient getting this big is at some point he's going to challenge Ming. I would think at some point he would challenge Ming. Hopefully he eats like Mongoli, Briata, Cochin. And then he drops out of Ming tributary status. Which will do two things. It'll tank Ming's mandate. It means that we can go to war with Orient. We can eat our way through and grab a border with Ming ourselves. And tank Ming's mandate ourselves. At some point. Hopefully. We'll just have to keep an eye on that. Right, you come back from Russia. We will grab a couple of claims at the very least. And we'll put you to work in Bermanis. Just so that we eat our way through these forts just a little bit quicker. Our forts are going to be straight onto the capital. In fact, we can... Oh, we haven't only got any forts behind us, have we? I was going to say we can sit here. We can sit here and cut him off in the south. Although, you're a rival. What do you have? Nothing really. We probably still could do. Chuck our cannons into Colonel, is it? Colonel? I'm gonna take him as well. Yep. CB against Russia because we've just got claims on him. No. Why do you all need access through me? Alliance from Orient. Now, Alliance from Orient. Sounds good on paper. However, the land that they have, it isn't profitable. They won't be able to hold a decent sized army, I don't think. No, not really. So it'll end up being us and Orient versus Russia at some point and Ming at some point. However, if we say no and Russia declares on Orient, it drags Ming into their war. So it's Orient Ming against Russia. And at that point, we hit Russia. If Orient drops out of tributary status with Ming, we hit Orient so that we can get to Ming. Yeah, you know what I mean. I don't think that we need to get involved in this mess. It's gonna erupt at some point. I'm sorry, Orient, but no. No, I'm sorry. I can't. But that, ladies and gentlemen, is where it's going to end today. Oh, tiny little Hormuz is still here. Hormuz is alive by virtue of the fact that it has ships. That is it. And we don't. We don't. Plus, there's no real reason for us to have ships. A lot of this stuff, I mean, there's nothing that gets dragged down. Oh, there is a little bit here. But then we don't have a merchant here. That's why we need control of this area. I was going to say there's no real need for us to have ships at the moment because all of our stuff is it's mega inland. Still, a node on our end node, recognize end node, worth 16 ducats. Better than Constantinople. Better than Venice. Alright. English Channel has the lion's share from... Where are you getting it all from? A lot of it's coming from the New World, it looks like. Dragging a bit out of Lübeck. Well, the Persian node is underrated. If you're in this side, this area of the world, you can suck in all of this trade into kind of a choke point. That's why I wanted more of Aleppo. It has stopped more getting dragged. It has stopped some getting dragged out. But still, from 16 ducats, only 0.61 heading further forward. It's not bad. Why do you have power? Alright, yeah, you've got this. Fair enough. So we've got 4% of trade, power pulls, yeah. Okay, anyway, I've been Luckymarine. As always, you lot have been amazing. You join me next time for more with the Mughals. Slowly but surely getting my brain back into the gear of EU4. I've made multiple mistakes throughout this entire playthrough so far. But hopefully this will pave the way for the next country that we play, and I'll be able to be a little bit more switched on for that one. Till then, do take care.